Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Apple, Tesla, and Google on the daily time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, we've been going live, so make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. When I go live, come on by, bring a symbol. Let's go through some charts and try to make some money. We had a trade towards the end of the day. I don't know what the price was. I did not do the trade, but I was like, hey, you know, if you want to take a shot, you could do this. I think the options went, oh yeah, they were 41 cents and they were popping off at 90. And it was this little pullback here. And just like we did on Friday, guys, same trade. These went from 30 to 90. This one here, actually it went from 20 to 90. But we were talking about right around when it started pulling back, it was like, well, so I pulled up, I forgot, they might have been the 281 puts at 41 cents. They ended up going to 90 when they got here. Boom. I don't know what they ended up at the close. Actually, we were down after hours, so they popped at the close too. So, but boom, another trade like that. We caught this one. We were watching this one the other day, 6 cents to 60 cents. But little quick trades after hours or right before the close. I didn't take this one, but man, did it work out okay. Of course, after the fact, it's like, I should have done it. So let's go back to Apple. Apple's holding another key area, guys. We talked about the 200 over and over and over. If this thing cracks 200, if it gets below these MAs, you better tighten those stops. Next thing you know, boom, we're at 185, guys, at these nice pivots. So we pivot up, came back, retrace, and right back off to the races. So that's going to be good support right here. If this support gives out, we're going to start filling these gaps, and we're most likely going to 170, guys, down in here. So watch for that. Bulls, you got to get it back above 194, 195, and recapture 200, and make a run for the roses, fill the gap, and get above 20 MA, and then maybe higher prices, all right? If this continues higher, then you're looking at the old places. Gap fill, 215, 222. If it stays down off this high pivot, down and sideways, starts chopping, I think it will be. I believe it's going to be setting up for lower prices. If we gap down tomorrow and this thing keeps going, oh man, you probably have to look at 180. And I wouldn't even until we get down here 170 maybe. Markets are falling apart, guys, and I'm going a lot lower. I would even be looking at about 150 possibly, but we'll see. Again, bring it up. Get everybody on board. Tell everybody how great app. Down here, it was the end of the world. Apple can't get anything going. They're losing everything in China. Their iPhones aren't selling. And then up here, it's like, wow, they're the best. Apple's whatever they could throw out there, guys, they were throwing out there how good it is. And now it's down here. They're all like, market's in turmoil. It's like, geez. No, we're actually in support. We did close below the 618 from this high pivot to that low pivot. So it's a little bit weaker, but we're still down sideways. I got to see more on the charts, and we'll go from there. We'll look at this thing tomorrow. Or maybe when we go live, we'll see where it gaps up or gaps down and see what they give us tomorrow. Now, Tesla, we bought calls. Getting railed right now. 517s. We got into the 245s, 517s at 305 on Friday, saying, hey, if it holds support, I think we'll be in good shape. Maybe we get a quick bounce. Since we gapped down, they took us to the house. I told my members, buy one, maybe two contracts or $300. If you can't afford to lose 300, then don't take the trade. I'm in it with a little bit, and I added a little bit more. We're going to see what this one gives us. My average price on these guys is 168 on these options. I think they're right around 50 cents. So we still got a little bit of juice. If they pop up, I make a little bit, I'm getting the hell out. We got to recapture this we got to recapture that 236 area, 230, even get above 230 again, guys. If we don't, this thing chops, we're done. I might actually buy some more further out. We're going to have to see how this thing reacts. But the bulls got to get back above these areas. Got to get back above this low pivot. We talked about that 232, 230 area. It's got to get back above there and then make a run for the 236 area. We talked about it here too. If it came back, we bought calls here. We sold half, came back, went back up over 100% on these. We got the hell out. Great. These were the 517s, guys. 250s. They got to be at zero right now. So great call on that, and that's why it's like, boom, I'm out of these. I'm not even going to mess around. So we gave it another shot. And even on here, guys, we bought at 5, sold around, I think it was 1060 or something like that. But about 80% with you take half at 750, the other half at 1060 or whatever. We're at 75% profit, but made good money on this. So if I bought 10 calls here, I'm only buying a couple here, 3. Bought one at 350, you buy 2 more at $1. Get your average price around $1.68. Okay? Or you buy 2 at 305 and you buy 4 at $1. Okay? You're in right about $1,000. Here, if you made a couple grand, so what? You know, if you haven't been making any money, then don't F around in these markets, guys. This is where they're going to clean everyone's clock. Everyone went long right here, guys, and they're cleaning their clock. We took it off. I knew that was a major trend line. Look at my videos, guys. I talk about it in the last 7 videos. Major trend line. We broke down, retraced, right back down. That's their bullshit move. Boom, down. So now, let's take this retrace. Let's put it to the new low. So if we break the low, then we'll reset it. But right now, here's your levels. Big one, 242.47, and then the 230, of course. And let's see what it gives us. Man, right now, it's not looking good. We're a little bit down after hours. SPY's down 37 cents, and China trade news keeps creeping its ugly head out. They're going to have to come up with something. I'm not sure what, but to get this market going again. And then maybe it's the light volume, because we did have 127 on the SPY, so watch for that. Tesla bears, like me. Let's go to the weekly. I'm going to the bigger time frame just to show you guys that's where that trend line was. I still think we're going to 180, 200, guys. And this is looking. I'm in calls. I want it to go up. But, you know, and that's the bet I took. But I knew if we gap down on news, we're going to be in trouble. So we still have 4 days on those calls. We'll see if they come out. Hey, at least we're in calls, you know, buy the dip, right? So, again, I lose. I don't always win. Everyone seems to think that, oh, bookie, post your losers. I lose, guys. We had 500 trades last year, 400 winners. If you take 100 of those winners, now we have 300 winners. Take the 100, counter the losers, because they're all pretty much the same. We're all going for 0.5% gains to 1% gain. As long as we're in that range, losing and winning, it's just consistency, guys. You don't do $100 trades and then do a $10,000 trade and lose that and lose everything. You go 100, you make 100, you go 100, you make 100. Next trade, go 100, make 100. You know, you start kicking ass, taking names, maybe go 200 then. And if you get that 100, pull it off, because now you're only looking for 50% on the option. All right? You know, that's if you're playing options. So, but yeah, right here, we're holding that. Man, let me pull this one off. I'm going to do a little bit bigger fib here. So we got the short-term fib. We still have, once we get above there, we'll stick that on. We got to get above that 240. But I just want to see what we have here from the bigger time frame. We're just the last real big low before we broke out. Yeah, look at that, 750. 231.29, guys. You got to get above that 230. Let's say 232, and then make a run for 236. Then you have a gap fill at 240. So a lot of support, a lot of resistance going up. Support going down, not so. We have a little bit around 212-ish, and then it's really double bottom. Well, 200, and then 180. And then I think when it's all said and done, market sell will be at 150 on this one. And I'll definitely be a buyer there. Well, maybe I'll go a little bit lower. I like the little pivot around 140. And then gap fills right at 152. So about a $12 pierce, and then we buy. And then I wouldn't doubt this thing gets a 200-point run, guys. So, and that's if the markets are going. If the markets are falling, nothing's going up, guys. It's just like today. There's a couple stocks up. Most of them were down, though. So watch that. But Tesla, critical area here. It's got to get above these pivots or the trend lines, period. Or the calls are going to be toast. All right, Google L, guys, or Alphabet. Daily chart, $31 down, a little bit down after hours, 2.2 million shares traded, 2.66% in the red. Man, another key, I mean, 200 MA, key area. Just blasting through, guys. Little gap down. They don't want to deal with it. What do they do, guys? Just like they gap it up, they gap it down. Today they gapped it down below, and it's like, oh, shoot, look at this. Did we fill it? Oh, hold on here. Oh, gosh, did we fill that gap? So the low of the day was 1125.50. Where's this gap at? 1126.55. So we did fill the gap here. So, gosh, more support, guys. And I'm going to move this one down a little bit at gap. That's interesting. So we're going to see if this bounces, guys. Remember, we talked down, sideways. We even had Google calls at one point. Right here, boom, boom, we took it off. That was it. Not messing around. Perfect move. As long as this thing's down sideways and it stays down in here, it's still a little bit bearish, guys. So don't let them fool you. They brought it up, got everybody, oh my gosh. And then I'm sure they double upgraded. CNBC gets a hold of it. Oh yeah, time for Google, time to buy. And then it goes down for 5 days. So into key support. again, this was great support the first time. Chop, chop, chop. Finally down. Look what they had to do, guys. They want to deal with that resistance or that support and that support. Gap it down. Don't have to deal with it. And then we're right here into the last, line in the sand, basically. So watch the 1100 area. That will be another big one. And then let's see if we retrace back up. It's not really telling us too much, the charts, but it could tell us that the selling could subside for the next couple of days, because you're in a key area in here. You're in a key area in Amazon, Google. A lot of them are in key areas. If these break, guys, and we gap down, it can get really ugly on these. So just make sure if you're long, tighten up the stops. And that's it, guys. You don't want to wake up to another 700-point down day and then things gapping down to 1100, 1060. I mean, we still have a gap down here, too, at 1070. So, but again, no position in Google. We have a small position in Tesla calls. Big deal. This will be the 17th time we traded Tesla, and one other time we lost. This one we might. So we'll have 17 trades, 2 losers, and the losers are small. If you're in, for my members, if you have 1,305 and 2 $1 ones, you're in it at 168, and you're in it for what, $500? Not a big deal. Not a big deal if you pulled off profits, all week last week and the week before, and we had nice profits today. I think we pulled off 10 short share trades, all high flyers coming in. So, and then we had the SPY and the IWM that just ripped heads off. And gosh, if we go down more tomorrow, we're still in some. So, who knows? Maybe we'll get these up to 1,000 each, maybe even higher. Who knows? So watch for the gap down. We'll be looking for areas of support. And we'll see what this thing gives us. Because, man, one of these days, this thing's going to bounce. And when it does, it'll be up. It'll be up $50. And that's when the $2 option goes to frickin' $45 or something like that. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for these 3. Keep the sizes down, the positions. That's what I'm telling my members. Keep them smaller. Don't do it at all. If you have a small account, just watch what's going on. If you have a good trade, something you really see and really like, boom, get in. You start making money, start chiseling, especially the small accounts. So, all right, that's going to be it for these 3. Hopefully that helps some of you guys out there. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to sign up, guys. $30 a month, StockBookie.com. All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.